I'm Courtney.
And I'm Breann.
And you're listening to
Just Haunted House Things. Just so you guys know, we're going to put a little disclaimer ahead of this episode.
Yeah.
We support and we are open to anyone and everything, but just a heads up that there is a person in this episode who is a character, not a real person, and they do tend to say a couple offensive things.
Yeah.
We laughed at some. We cringed at others.
Yeah, and some of our laughter is out of it being uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was like a pity laugh where you're like,
yeah, but this character is meant to push people's buttons and kind of put into the face the things that people say online that are very real,
or if they say behind closed doors, and
yeah, so it's kind of making fun at people who do that. At least that's what I took from it.
Yeah. It's definitely a caricature.
Yeah.
And this person is definitely acting extreme.
Really extreme.
Let's just say it's not someone we would actually hang out with or talk to in real life.
Yeah. But these people, as far as I'm aware, are not prescribing to those ideologies.
No.
And they can correct us if we're wrong here.
Yeah. And, you'd have to give the guy credit, because if they can make you feel a way about the character they're portraying, then they're doing a good job.
Yeah. So we just wanted to give you the heads up before we dive into this episode. And with that, let's go.
Woo. And welcome back after that weird ass time jump that we've been gone.
Yeah, that's been too long.
Like, we went into the future and then we came back again, and then we went into the past and we went to the future again.
Yeah.
And then somehow we ended up in like the shittiest timeline ever.
Yeah.
This is the darkest timeline. Okay. So, but we're here and we're excited, aren't we?
We're here. We're excited.
We've got some cool people to talk to.
Very cool people. We have the folks from Dark Knight over in Long Island here with us today. Super excited to hear what they've been up to and some of the new fancy things that they're planning for this year.
I hear that they are the only and the most legit and the scariest haunted house in Long Island.
That's what they say, but we'll find out from the source themselves. So without further ado, the folks from Dark Knight. Can you guys introduce yourselves?
Welcome.
Hello.
Yeah,
How
are you?
How you doing? Mort, go first.
How you doing? I'm Boss Spooker Scream. I own Dark Knight Halloween World.
Yeah.
I'm a media mogul. I am single. Willing to mingle.
I'm looking for a sugar daddy there.
Are you a sugar
Well, I
daddy?
got money. If you're looking for money, I don't got anything else that works, but I got money.
Perfect. I think it sounds like a match made in heaven.
Yep.
Or hell,
As
whichever.
long as you don't send gift cards. We don't like gift cards.
Oh yeah, no gift cards, no checks, no nothing like that.
Hard,
talking about?
cold
That's
cash.
I just paid my taxes with Target gift cards. What are you talking about? I paid every single tax with Target gift cards.
I think you got scammed. Okay, Mort.
What?
Nice to meet you.
Who
Hello.
else do we have?
Aiden, you want to tell
hello.
the world
Yes,
who you are?
Hi. Tell the world. The world, if they're listening to this, probably knows what I am, and they think I'm probably a murderer of some sort. But anyways, yeah, my name is Aiden Finnegan. I am the co-owner of Dark Knight Halloween World and the Dark World Entertainment Group. So we produce haunted houses and events and all sorts of cool jazz all over Long Island and the East Coast world. We also do a bunch of stuff. So people can go to darkworldeg.com and find out what makes us tick.
Hell yeah. And last but not least, Chell, are you there?
Yes, yeah, that's close enough. I'm Chell. I work in group sales. I help with scenic design, and that vampy character looks a lot like me for some reason.
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah.
Are you guys related at all?
She does. It's like the cheek.
No, never met her in my life. Never.
That is so wild.
It's like that
Right?
weird, like real life catfish where someone sees you and is like, "How do I be like that person?"
I aspire to be like Vampy, from what I know and see of her.
I do too. Yeah.
Baby.
We actually just went to Barbie movie, and I was looking at your guys' Instagram page, and I saw the Barbie with Vampy there, and I was like, "That's
magical.
I want to be that.
Yeah,
I want to be Vampy
That's
Barbie."
the dream Barbie right there.
Yes.
If there was a Barbie like that when I was a kid, maybe I wouldn't have had to waste so much time putting all my normal Barbies on the backs of dinosaurs and making them fight each other naked.
hell yeah.
Was it just like
That's a great idea for a movie. We should make that into a movie.
I agree with you, Mort.
Yeah, we should do
I
it.
think so. I feel also that like most people ended up like, I don't know about you guys, but like when I did play Barbies, they were naked. Like they like I put clothes on them, but then when I was actually playing with them, they were
always
straight up naked.
You know, a funny story about Barbie is like I'm also atomically correct like a Ken doll. That's the other thing about it.
So you got nothing.
So he's smooth.
I'm smooth. I'm plastic. I'm made of plastic.
Yeah.
Made of plastic.
Never gotta be worried about something bumping up behind you on the bus. That's really nice.
I'm injection. I am injection molded.
That's okay. That's again another good attribute for being a sugar daddy there, Mort.
You're gaining points there, Mort.
Set it up. Set it up. I knock him down.
Brilliant. Okay, let's get to the nitty gritty. Can you guys tell us what people can expect this year? Is there anything new? Is there something that maybe a newbie should like know about Dark Knight Halloween World?
If it's your first time, walk me through it. Like because I've never been to Long Island, but if it's my first time going, what am I to expect walking in?
More tell these Canadians what's
tons of rednecks, hillbillies.
Yo, we are the rednecks.
We're from Alberta. You don't get no more redneck than this, okay?
We're like
I'm from Long Island. I don't know what that means.
Have you seen Suffolk
I
County?
spent many years in Polk County, Florida. I feel like I have everyone beat.
Yeah,
Alberta is the Texas of Canada.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Florida of Canada.
Nova Scotia.
No, New Brunswick. 100% New Brunswick.
The bowling people thing? The bowling alley? The bowling alley place? New Brunswick? The bowling alley people.
Bowling for Columbine?
I wish
Whoa.
see that face.
I wasn't gonna go there. That's really dark. I'm not gonna go there.
You can always go there. This is a safe space for the dark, spooky, scary, and weird.
That's all we do.
Oh, please don't tell Mort to go there. Oh,
no. Mort,
no.
Mort, I want you to go
What?
there.
You want me to go?
I want
you
to go.
You want me?
Well, I need
you. Want to. Mort, she wants to.
I need you to go there.
You want me to fulfill the prophecy?
What could go wrong, Mort?
I'll fulfill it. I'll fulfill the prophecy. I got nothing right now, though. I'm eating a churro.
Well,
Mort,
I think we need to put a gag on Mort, but he might like it too much.
Hey, I might like it too much.
I definitely would. Okay, so you say we're expecting rednecks. So you got two rednecks about to walk in. What's up?
What's next?
Well, the first thing that you see is a sign that says gun-free zone, and then we can give you a gun.
Okay, sick. Free.
Free gun. It's a free gun. It's
all
a free
about
gun because it's America, and Long Island's fairly conservative, so we gotta blend in. You know, we gotta fly giant flags in front of people's cars and piss them off and run them off the road with my SUVs. You know, it's a great place, Long Island. I love it here.
Mort, you don't own a vehicle and you can't drive.
That's true. That's true. Thank you, Alden.
But you know what? A lot of people who like don't have licenses drive up here too. So just you know what, Mort, if you feel like it, just go for it.
You know what? You might fit right in Alberta.
Yeah.
That's true. You know, because the help doesn't have licenses and they drive out
here. Oh Lordy.
I feel like you've got an HR problem coming towards you this
Anyways,
Halloween.
I'm a commenteer. I can't even talk.
Commandeer,
chameleon over here. All right. So basically, Dark Knight Halloween World in a nutshell is the largest Halloween event ever to take place in the history of Long Island, and that's saying something because we've had some crazy haunted houses here on Long Island. Notably House of the Living Dead, Rick Champ's masterpiece of a haunt in the early 2000s. But it's basically
Dead of Night too. Dead of Night was out there.
Yeah, Dead of Night. Hang on. Who could we forget? Mort, you weren't with the company really that much at the time, but we did the Russ McKamey thing out here, right?
We're definitely
did do that.
Need to get into that eventually. Right? Yeah,
you did that with that. You did that with that Frightwing extremist, that Will character. No, good guy.
No, Will and I did Dystopia with Russ McKamey.
Oh shit!
And that's all I'll say about that.
Okay.
For now,
we might take you off the record, and
we might just need to.
I need to pick your brain.
Okay, definitely.
You definitely don't want to Google that guy. You don't want to Google that Will guy. He's a bad news.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. No, Will is. It's we improved the company a lot this year by getting rid of him.
Will is a former co-owner. Or
he was like the brain. He was like the brain of the whole operation. But he's gone.
He didn't have one, but he was my business partner, my co-creator, and the guy I actually formed Dark Knight with for those first 2 years.
Right. So what happened, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, well, he's going to be in that Hulu documentary, and he's gonna ruin the reputation of everybody in the haunted attraction industry. I tell you what.
Yeah, there's been a interview that's going to appear in a Hulu documentary that's coming up about haunted attractions. I think basically centers around Russ McCamey, but there was just some risk to our image that we didn't want to deal with.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Fair. I understand. Yes, you want to haunting and I think across the world is a really safe space for a lot of people. So that's good that you're looking out for your team.
Yeah. Always got to look out for your team, right?
He's a terrorist.
Yep. No, and we do not want those on our team,
especially in America.
not in America.
You're gonna have this Will guy 9/11 Halloween, and I can't have it.
No, definitely not. New York has already been through enough of those 9/11s. One in particular.
Just the one time.
The one time, but that was enough. Now we can never forget. It's like, my head hurts.
Yeah. Because you can't forget.
Good Lord. All right, let's jump from the 9/11 back to the haunt. So we're 2 planes.
That's a good pun. That's a very good pun, Aiden. Jump from 9/11. That's great. You write that down.
Jump from 9/11.
Jump from When you jump from 9/11, Dark Knight catches you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a shirt. That's a T-shirt. We'll have
no, Mort. That's one of those signs that we're gonna make with you and Vampy.
Oh Lordy.
We're gonna make a T-shirt too.
Okay, we'll make a T-shirt.
I jumped on 9/11 and all I got was this lousy T-shirt
from Dark Knight Halloween Gold Stream Park. Yes. All right. Great, Mort. Thank you.
I mean, as you can see, there have been improvements made.
God rest the souls of Osama bin Laden and all the people that made that day happen. It was a great day for world order. And it was a stepping stone for us.
So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it is the largest Halloween event ever to come to Long Island, combining the best parts of a scream park as well as a gigantic Halloween festival like those folks do in Louisville. That's a great event, and we take a lot of inspiration from it. We have 9 different haunted attractions, plus a secret 10th for those who purchase a VIP pass. We have a very large vendor market. On 3 different nights, we have a extremely large vendor market called the Oktoberfest. New York Solar Fair is doing that. We also have, I believe, 2 spooky car shows by bangers. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, ladies and gentlemen. We got a vintage Halloween museum. We got scare zones. We got food trucks. We have a pop-up restaurant opening up. What else we got, Mort?
Just the tips.
Just the tips.
Like the tips for information?
We don't. I don't want to blow the whole load on everything, but we got some things cooked up at Dark Knight Halloween World that, we got some NGO stuff going on. We had some contracts. We signed some contracts with some NGOs, and we got to have some people at the facility. They're going to be doing tests on people. No one's going to know about it. It's going to be great, though. We're going to get some money on the back end. Pay the bills. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Throw me a few shekels. Why don't you? Ha.
I have a question about the park, guys. So you guys have like houses and vendors and a pop-up restaurant. You got Mort's. I wish I could see his thrift store.
Homeless thrift store.
But like this sounds like a huge footprint. Like how big is your guys' event?
So our event takes Mort.
What the hell? You should let me talk. I'm the real estate guy here. Come on. Come on, Alton. Alden. Listen. All right. The property's huge. It was a former ski resort. Believe it or not, Long Island had a ski resort, and now it is an amphitheater, and it's a huge piece of property.
14 acres.
It's 14 acres.
Oh.
It's big. It's got a lot of stuff going on for it, and I will say, to his credits, that Will gentleman, it did take 5 years for him to obtain the venue.
Do not call him a gentleman. Call him an individual if we're being nice.
All right, that individual, which, by the way, you don't want to Google that guy.
That piece of trash.
You don't want to Google him. You don't want to Google him. He did a few things I like. There's a few things he did that I like. I'll say that. Okay.
What?
I did like the
overstock. I mean, come on.
No. When he hung up those death camps for Trump supporters flyers and patchwork, that was hilarious. That was very funny. All right, and that got him on Infowars. Alex Jones thought he was in the Illuminati.
Shit.
Yes, and that was too much attention towards us between that and the Breitbart.
You guys don't want to Google that. You definitely don't want to Google death
don't want to
Trump
Google
supporters.
Trump supporter camera Alex Jones. Got it. It's okay.
You don't want to Google that.
My phone will Google that for me later.
Yeah, it's always listening.
The property's huge, though.
Oh yes,
14 acres.
Property's huge. It's insane. And we really wanted to bring Long Island its first true haunted event that you needed several nights. That's the goal. I'm not sure if we're gonna hit it this year, but multiple nights to experience everything truly. And I think we've come damn close to it. But again, we can't forget that what most people are gonna be coming for is the haunted attractions, and my God, do we have some awesome haunted attractions. Chell, let's talk a little about your whole thing, because Chell is someone I'm very, very excited to finally have working on our team, because Chell is probably one of the most accomplished people in the haunt industry that I've ever met. I mean, honestly, so I'll let her speak for herself on that one.
You really flatter me way more than I deserve. I'll have you know that. And I know you're going to get on to me about that and tell me I need to learn how to take a compliment.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Make her take a compliment.
Will's not here.
That's going to end badly.
I don't know. He was my friend for so long. And then the split happened when we got Mort in, and Mort got rid of him.
We don't talk about that individual.
I know. But sometimes I call out to him.
I understand. It's hard losing
Mort, show her. Mort, just do it.
No. What do you want me to do?
Let Chell do it. Let Chell talk.
Make her take a compliment.
Who? What do you want me to show? Wait, am I showing it again? Who am I showing it to? I'm not going to do this again without.
Mort,
keep your pants on,
zip
Mort.
it back up. Zip it back up.
Zip it.
We'll ask for it later. Now, Chell,
I knew that's how this would end. I knew exactly. I'm not going to take anything from you, Mort.
Mort, she's working for free. Hear that?
That's what I like. That's what I like.
You pay your workers, or I'm going to come and hunt you down, Mort, and I will murder you.
Listen. I honk the horn. I get a snack. That's what it is. That's how a little give, a little get. And then she gets paid, and I get paid, and everyone walks away happy. I don't have to hurt anybody. No one has to get hurt. You don't have to get hurt.
Anyways, what would you like to know?
You come after me, I come after you.
So tell them about you, and tell them about what you're doing for Dark Knight.
Yeah, tell us like you do
scenic design.
Yeah. Tell us about that. What are you working on right now?
I actually spent most of my career as a performer. I began in Orlando, Florida, working in the theme parks, doing theme park entertainment for just a little under a decade, and then made a bit of a career switch a few years ago. I was gifted the most beautiful, honestly, life-changing opportunity to pursue a dream that I'd always harbored and never really thought available to me. I didn't think that it was possible for somebody like me to be able to create these immersive experiences in these places that I'd always loved all of my life and have always been passionate about. And that love and that fervor in pursuing that dream has really only increased thanks to the support of really some amazing people that I've encountered, learning about all that. Not you, Mort.
You're welcome anyway. I'll take it.
One of my recent big projects was I produced, wrote, directed, and starred in my own interactive show that combined elements of a murder mystery, a haunted house, and a cocktail party called The Spectral Soiree. So this was in Provo, Utah. It was an incredible experience. I could go on and on and on at length about it, but this interview is not about that. But just to highlight some of the recent projects I have worked.
It's about me. It's about me.
It's not about you, Mort.
Mort, be quiet. Let Chell have her moment.
But I was able to work on haunted houses all around the country. Again, thanks to some amazing people in my life. I was able to get back into parks and immersive theater. I've done content writing for immersive installations. I got to work on paint and install for some immersive art exhibits. There's one called Dreamscapes up here in Utah, where I'm currently based out of, where I was able to do some mural work for them. Just a little bit of everything. Goodness, I helped bring entertainment to a classic dark ride up in New Jersey, where I am originally from. That was a lot of fun. And now I'm here.
You're like the nomad of like haunting. I love that.
Thank you. Thank you. I really wouldn't have it any other way.
You fucking sound amazing. I'd like to meet you in person.
We could probably just do a whole episode with you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Actually,
thank you so much.
Should.
Actually, no, like legit, let's get in contact like afterwards separately, because as much as like we're really interested in talking to all of you guys, but like, you know, women in haunt
is very rare, and hearing about your
and challenging.
Really cool.
Yes,
very challenging.
Yeah.
So
challenging at that. It's unfortunate. In my travels, I've definitely encountered my fair share of difficulties, just kind of being treated or respected as an equal.
So what my question is how did you guys kind of like all meet each other? I'm assuming because like Aiden had a previous worker, and then obviously Uncle Mort came in, but like how did you join?
Yeah, how'd you get tied up with these knuckleheads?
It's a long story.
Shall tell the story, because my bong is not in this room and I need to leave the room for about 2 minutes.
Do you need an excuse to not hear about it?
No, I want to smoke. That's really it.
He wants.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. We met at Trans World.
The great Trans World.
It's
not what I thought it was going to be, honestly. Trans World.
Unfortunately, because I was looking.
You know, I was like, this is really progressive. I like this. And then I got there and I got hit by a snake man with a pumpkin ball. And it was wild.
Smell is something else, let me tell you.
Is there a smell to Trans World?
I've
never been to Trans World, so I don't know.
She hasn't been, but
you go to many conventions, there's always the smell.
There's always the smell.
You can bottle it.
Remember Crypticon?
Oh, that smell. Yeah.
It's the convention stank. Anyway, sorry.
I didn't mind it. I got Kane Hodder to fucking choke me at that was fucking convention. That was great. That was the highlight of my fucking year that year.
Yeah. Okay, back to the story. So you guys met at Trans World.
No, I certainly don't blame you. That's a very positive experience. Yeah, we met at Trans World. And just slowly over the course of getting to know one another, Aiden and I discovered that we have a lot of commonality. And again, going technologies that are, utilized to kind of further that sense of immersion in any sort of themed experience, all that sort of thing. We really bonded over our mutual love of that, of theme parks, of haunted attractions, immersive theater, and we both found each other to be.
Uh-oh.
It sounds like the AI got her. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
So then,
if we can't hear her, we can always just talk to me if you want.
Oh, that does sound pleasant.
I guess.
I like a raspy old voice.
Oh wait, I hear her. She's coming back in. Chell.
She's lost in the void, Aladdin.
Was I out for a moment?
You were.
You got cut off for a second.
What was the last thing?
We're just talking about how you guys met.
And how you bonded over technology, immersive experiences, theme parks, etc. Did we lose her?
So Aiden,
she's gone.
She's following in the footsteps of Mandy Mort.
So Aiden, you kind of, I guess, have been running this like the longest because your old partner's not there anymore. So what got you started? Like, what made you want to do this on your own, or like to start your own like haunt?
I had been working in, the haunt industry for the last 10-ish years. It's been an obsession throughout my life. Like, I think I caught Chell saying a little bit of, I've had this lifelong obsession with theme parks, haunted attractions, the, expanding amusement industry. And I just kind of wanted to do this. And I was blessed for a long time to be able to do it full time. I previously was in charge of one of the top rated haunts in Pennsylvania. And, that obviously got me a hell of a lot of experience. And I'm very, very pleased with the work that I did in my time there. But there was was there something in your throat, Mort?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is just a different story than you told me.
Anyways, so I kind of wanted to sit out and do my own thing.
I thought you and Will were like related.
No, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. Will and
sure, that's not a thing.
No, just because we're two Irish guys, Mort, doesn't mean that me and Will are related. That's like
no. I'm pretty certain all Irish people are related to each other because
they all look the same.
That's not how that works.
Is that your argument?
Yeah, they all have flat feet. They they have red hair. Some of them have red hair, but I'm pretty certain they all have red hair.
I'm part Irish and I've got very dark hair.
Well, I don't have an aunt. Well, Ireland is an interesting thing, because that's where Halloween comes from. I know that. I'm not Irish myself. I'm from Khazaria. That's a place in the Middle East, I think, in Asia. So the Irish, I wouldn't hire them.
What?
Wow. Thank God I'm your partner, right?
Yeah.
Well, I looked past that because of Cochran and everything, but not Cockring. I didn't say Cockring. I said Cochran. Remember him? I was hoping that no one thought I said Cockring.
Definitely thought you said Cockring. Definitely.
Oh,
did.
all right.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Irish, they're very tiny people. Very tiny. You could pat them on the head. You could touch them. You pick them up. You pick them up.
Aiden just turned on his video camera and flipped Mort off, so you all know.
You pick them up. You pick the Irish up. You pick them up.
I think he's calling you a leprechaun, Aiden.
That's okay because a lot of big things come in small packages.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, like his ego. Oh. I'm kidding. Aladdin's a great guy. I've been working with him nonstop for the last 8 days. He's fantastic. He's what he's really good at is cybersecurity. He doesn't talk about that. He's really good at that.
That's something I'd rather not get into. Again, this is more so the haunted house side of things and not the AI side of things.
We don't bring Skynet into this.
Yeah, no Skynet.
I was talking about Barisma Holdings and everything, but he's been doing a great job covering that up.
Well, thank you. I'm trying as best I can, but luckily the Lizzo situation has given me quite a bit to work with. Yeah.
And that's been great. That's been a great distraction. The third Trump indictment, also great distraction from the fact that the economy is going to fall apart and it's not real. And they just announced a digital currency called Fed now. That's really the whole thing. But anyway, Halloween.
Yes, Halloween came from Ireland, and who used to be Irish and Halloweeny besides me was my old business partner Will. And let me get back to the story of the making of Dark Knight. Yes. I had kind of wanted to do my own thing, and my buddy Will had been back on Long Island while I was living in Pittsburgh, West Virginia area, the armpit of the goddamn world. And had kind of arranged this large-scale venue. It's a massive concert venue. I was just there for the other night, and there was a Darius Rucker concert, Hootie and the Blowfish. Guy. Fuck yeah. Mort, do your Hootie.
What? Oh, I only want to be with you.
Yes, thank you, Mort. So yeah, it was a couple hours of that, but I mean, I think the place.
I'm more of a gin blossom. I like Blues Traveler more actually. John Papa was way cooler.
Yeah,
it's his glasses, and the fact that he was very overweight and had tiny shoes.
He was also a cameo in Blues Brothers 2000, which is pretty rad. So.
Ah.
Oh my God, you're right. He was.
I know.
Yeah, that Mort, that's your favorite of the Blues Brothers movies, right?
Out of the two?
I mean, I don't like your reality version is different than mine. I like mine more, but I appreciate yours.
Well, anyways, on that note,
I never thought we would meet someone who meanders more than us.
Oh yeah, that's true. We used to get called out for meandering during our podcasts. Apparently, people didn't like the fact that we were like ADHD on podcasts.
But that's just
oh my god!
Everyone has ADHD and/or autism. It's just or they're bisexual. It's just everyone.
Oh my god! I'm 2 out of 3.
Yeah, me too. Shit.
There you go.
All right.
It took our company a lot of time and effort and money over the years to. Anyways, so yes, we decided that we loved the old school haunted houses of the 80s, the 90s, 2000s, and we kind of wanted to take the industry back to its roots by producing something that combines the best of both worlds. We wanted to combine the modern technology and elements and scare tactics employed in modern haunted houses with the technology, scare tactics, themes, etc. But we wanted to kind of reimagine the heart of retro haunts through a modern lens, you could say. And this year, we really kind of try to hone in on that goal of reproducing the Long Island 2023 equivalent of, say, mid-90s, late 90s spooky world. You know, someplace that was as massive as that.
That was then, though. That was then. That's when Will was around. We're different now. We're better.
We very much keep that retro aesthetic to us. It's pretty much at the heart of everything that we do.
I love that. I love that though, because like a lot of like my favorite, I guess you'd call it retro, but like 80s, 90s, that is the epitome of like horror, where it's like
it's just a stain. It's a stain on our brand because that's like it's a stain. It's like that the shit that Will liked. It's a stain. We gotta move past it.
I still think it's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, but just because one dickhead asshole liked it doesn't mean that he has to ruin it for every other person, right?
No, that's totally wrong. That's exactly how it works usually. See, one guy ruins something fun, and then everyone hates it, and I subscribe to that reality. I'm going to reject your reality and substitute mine.
Culture. Got it.
Yeah, well, I'm canceling your reality right now. Look, it's gone. Boom. It's gone. Now you're in my world. And,
what am I?
Where am I? What am I? I don't know.
You can do whatever you want. I'm not going to. A meat popsicle. I love that. It's great. What flavor?
Meat.
Not pork though. I'm not.
I'm a medium rare steak.
All right. Oh, okay. Yeah. I would be like a child's thigh if I was a piece of meat. You know, the most tender part of the child.
Yeah, but like really like slim.
Anyways, this sounds like a great time for me to butt in and open the floor back up to Chell because I want her to finish her story, which Mort so rudely interrupted.
What story was I telling? I think I was done.
Yeah, I thought that you told a very nice story. But hey, if you want to chat more, we can.
It sounds like you're trying to censor me, Alden, and I want you to know.
A little bit, yeah. I think that's what's happening more.
Aiden, you were in the other room ripping a bong, so it's like the story was good.
This little listen here, you little nerd. I'm gonna tell you something right now. All right, you listen to Uncle Mort. You listen loud and clear. You Elon Musk wannabe, okay?
Elon Musk fucking wannabe.
Hey, just because I totally fuck Grimes doesn't mean I'm an Elon Musk wannabe.
Okay, but like I would too. So
yeah, she's hot.
She's pretty hot.
See?
That's neither here nor there. I was more referencing the fact that you're a pale little shit, and you don't keep your mouth shut when you need to.
As you can see, we've definitely made some improvements in staffing, as aforementioned.
I feel like you guys have really created a positive atmosphere.
Listen, if I got rid of Will, I'll get rid of Aladdin too. I'll get rid of him. I'll get rid of Marty. I'll get rid of everyone, and I'll start over from scratch because I'm the guy.
All right, Chamber.
Listen, I started that show too. If you don't remember.
It turns out when you put people in their cars and then let them drive through a haunted house, you can legally open your haunted house during COVID.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, that was a thing that happened.
Even if the haunted house is really just a proxy to make a ton of money, to fund other nefarious things.
Wait, you guys are making money off of haunts?
How do you do that?
We did actually during a global pandemic.
That was the time that everyone actually made money.
Yeah.
Like I actually became out of debt when I was in the pandemic. And then as soon as like things fixed, I like went back into debt.
Yeah. I went straight into debt during COVID.
Well, that's usually how that works when you have fiat currency. That's you print a lot of money and then it's worthless.
Yeah.
And that's why you got digital currency now, which is what you'll be using to shop at Dark Knight's gift shop.
Are you guys
and get chipped? You get chipped.
Are you guys cashless, or do you guys still have cash on your site?
Listen, we're gonna take the cash because we're gonna burn it. We're not gonna keep it. It's time to make an improvement on society. And we're gonna get rid of the cash. We're just gonna do you a favor. You give us the money, I'll burn it. Okay. I'll personally burn it. Okay. Well,
technically speaking, my money isn't really that good in the
States, no, we can bring you money, but it's not gonna mean
like
shit.
70 cents to your dollar. So.
Oh, well, I have news for you. The dollar is not really worth that much anyway. You really got to focus on what's going on in the eastern part of the world.
I was going to say Russia's like, they're just getting rid of like US dollars, nothing anymore.
That's true.
Yeah, they're doing, well, you know what? They don't want a central bank, and that's the problem, which is why we got to kill Vladimir Putin. And because we want to put a central bank in there.
I can get on board with Mort for this one. Yeah.
You know what? We just got real political and I'm into it. All right.
Well, so I can keep going if you want to keep going. Most of the shows that Dark Knight's about is a political message.
Okay, tell us more about the show then. So, what is the political statement you're trying to make with Dark Knight?
That you need to accept the fact that the world is going to change, and it's going to change in such a way where there will be no need for money. There will be no need for your own personal security or personal freedoms. You know, horror is a great vessel to talk about the things that we want to do, but we can't.
Yeah.
But now we are.
I feel like that's slightly counterintuitive.
No. You missed the point. The best part about Halloween, the best thing about people get away is Halloween is about the sacrifice. That's what I understand. Halloween's about the sacrifice. So we're making a sacrifice. They're going to sacrifice a lot of things. We're going to sacrifice a lot of people. You got to do that. You got to do that to make the magic.
A lot of privacy, human rights, all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna probably obliterate most of those things to make this thing happen. But you gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet. Am I right?
I'm casualties along the way.
It's called collateral damage.
A few people lose their rights. It's fine.
It's fine, I guess.
It's fine. Hey, we're already living in what a quasi-fascist society as it is, with the way government and business work together. America. I mean, you could easily afford to give everyone education and healthcare in America if you just stopped building bombs, but you're not going to do it here.
Hey, speaking of building bombs, Mort, wasn't Barbie actually about fascism? Are we ready to talk about that yet?
Yeah.
That's one thing people are not really. Barbie is a fascist. The girl in the movie got it right.
I was going to say that is literally a quote from the movie Barbie. You're a fascist.
Yeah. and I think a lot of people mistake what's going on in the movie because, the Kens have their little uprising, right? Mm-hmm. But is it really so much an uprising if these people who are probably 54% of society in the Barbie world, I'm guessing, I'm gonna just take a shot there. They have some grounds to complain about how they get treated in society as second-class citizens. And when he builds the patriarchy, that's the thing about him. The Ken in that movie. The Barbie's Ken is a fucking idiot. There's no way that he could even do that. So I'm guessing it's a conspiracy. Probably to sell more dolls, because that's the symbol of fascism is dolls. I have a little Mussolini doll right next to me. He's a great guy. I puppet him around. How you doing? Oh, he's fun. But Barbie, at the same time is like, she's a doll, right? So with dolls, where are we going with this?
I don't know. You just started going, man.
Fascism.
Yeah, Chell.
Fascism. Right. Fascism. Oh, Barbie doesn't like democracy. She doesn't like democracy. You can clearly tell because she doesn't want Ken to do the things he's doing. And at the end of the movie, it goes back to the way it was before, and the men still don't get a say. Yep. But yeah, Barbie hates democracy. So that's like a pillar of fascism.
I mean, it's a commentary of the real world, if we're really going to get to it. Because women don't have rights. And currently in the United States specifically, we don't have reproductive rights. So, who's the real fascist?
Here's the thing about fascists. You
How
gotta
to get a
have,
haunter angry.
You gotta nationalize things, right? Fascism's about nationalism. You got to nationalize things. Otherwise, it doesn't work. You got to nationalize the healthcare system, the railroad system. That's what Mussolini was known for, getting those trains to run on time. Well, you can't take it away from him for being efficient, right? And at least the SS, they had really cool outfits, but I wouldn't say they were good
Mort,
guys.
are you a fascist?
No, I'm not a fascist. No.
Are you
I'm
sure?
an opportunist.
That's what a fascist would say.
No. Well, how is someone going to defend themselves against being called something? You can't. You can only say, no, I'm an opportunist. I'm a businessman. I don't have politics.
That's something a fascist would say. Yeah.
I don't have politics. I'm a businessman.
Yeah, that's
like the mafia. If anything, it's more like the mafia.
But wasn't that Donald Trump and how he started?
Yeah.
What, the mafia?
No,
he was a businessman.
Saying I'm a businessman. Not a very good one, but that wasn't one of the conditions of the statement, to be fair.
Yeah, true.
I don't know if you get away with all the shit that guy gets away with. I don't know. There's something wrong there. There's no way that you can get away with everything and still not be arrested.
So the haunt is a political statement on fascism. Is that what you're telling me?
Is that what we've gotten from that
from that whole rant?
Well, technically, since 2013, when the first Dead of Night came out, as I understand, the first Dead of Night was about surviving a police state. So everything the Aurora Institute has ever produced has had a political message of anti-authoritarianism.
Great.
And then also satanic occultism, and we also drug people.
Cool.
Well, I mean, who else isn't looking for a good time?
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I'm giving you all entertainment. From my teeth, are you drinking this horror frappe?
Okay, if that's what's coming out of your teeth, what comes out of Mort Jr.?
I thought he was just smooth down there.
It's smooth. I may as well just be wearing a cup all the time because there's nothing there. Nothing there. Yeah, I can see it now. That's Look at these little legs go.
Did you lose it in an unfortunate smelting accident?
No. I'm from a different place than all of you are from.
No, I think
where I'm from, nobody's got organs.
None whatsoever.
None, which is why we come to this reality, this ethereal plane, and we take the organs out of children when human trafficking things. That's why we come here.
Wow, Mort, Staten Island sure sounds like a great place.
I would never go to Staten Island. I don't even like it.
What are you talking about? It's where you're from.
I don't like Italian people. I would never be there.
You'd never go back.
Wait, isn't Mussolini right next to you?
Oh,
he's different. He's different.
Shit, called out. That was a good point.
I'm making an exception for little Mussolini. I call him Little Weenie.
I like that one.
I'm not going to talk about when I walked into your office and you were in the bath playing with Mussolini and little Mort, But, yeah.
He was playing with his dictator?
Wow.
We do not mention Scott from Froggy's Fog on this show.
Nice.
I'm impressed. Wow.
That was good.
Hey, let's talk about a smart idea, though. I know you have to go in a few minutes more, but let's tell them about one of our newest creations. That good old sorcerer. What's his name again?
Oh, Sorcerer Supreme Pizza Party.
Yes, Sorcerer Supreme Pizza Party.
He's great. I'm going to go talk to him now. Have a great evening, everybody. I got to go do things.
Bye, Uncle Mort.
It's been a pleasure.
And does this mean we can actually talk about the haunt?
I think so.
Yeah.
So. Hey, the floor is yours.
Mine?
Yeah.
Or theirs?
Or
Who's
yours?
Yours. Tell us everything there is to know about the haunt now that Mort and his meandering is off doing whatever it is.
I'm waiting for Chell to.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
gosh.
paying her good money to talk right now. Come on.
All right. You're not this. Though, I guess.
Sorry, AI is loading right now.
Yeah.
That's the theme, though, right?
So, going. Oh, no.
There we go.
That is. Yes. We were talking about some of the themes of the haunt. Anti-totalitarianism being one of them, but also the retro nature of the attraction. And under that lens, I mean, I would say that this year we're really exploring that intersection of past and future. And by bringing in a lot of fears that people have, we're able to frighten them in ways that they probably haven't even experienced before. I'm really into speculative sci-fi myself, and we mentioned Terminator earlier and Robot Uprising in that regard. It's been explored, I think, in a very fantastical sense, but this is kind of a new level of reality. We got AI to create the designs and the concepts for the attractions, the scripts for Very Scary News. ChatGPT has actually done a good bit of the writing, thanks to Aiden's prompts, of course, as well. And by introducing sort of a meta real world horror that some people harbor, there is that very real prospect of this AI upbringing. I think that allows us to not just bring things into the future, but really hit close to home on what people are afraid of now.
An AI uprising. Thank God that's luckily just a purely fantastical concept.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
Totally not a thing that we're currently worrying about in the entertainment industry.
There's a lot of
That's what they all say. They all say AI is good, but we all know they're gonna win in the end. Let's just be real.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. We're using AI for some pretty awesome things, and we're actually creating jobs using it.
To an extent, for sure.
I really like the idea of you guys like using like the AI with the retro, because I know for me personally growing up, one of my favorite like horror movies was Scream, and not because it was necessarily the scariest, but because it felt like the most real. Because obviously, I mean, if we want to get into it, that movie was based around an actual killing that happened, but then ironically, it then that movie itself inspired other killings, which then inspired the sequel, which was brought to anyways. Yeah. But like the very meta part of it.
That's the thing though. Don't even mention that movie around me, because at first I thought it was good, and then I kind of realized it's just ripping off Screamwalkers. Screamwalkers did it first.
Yeah. You guys haven't even heard about Screamwalkers, have you?
I haven't.
I haven't, but I just I know that people bring up that kind of shit all the time. I'm just very defensive of Scream, okay? I'm literally that fucking character in those last two movies. That was like that Mindy character. I was like, fuck me, that's me right there.
Sounds to me like you need to check out Screamwalkers.
What is Screamwalkers?
Screamwalkers is the original one, and we are currently crowdfunding a release into this reality.
Oh.
Yes. But Screamwalkers did it first.
They did it first.
Just in a different reality that we're not as aware of. But fortunately, one of the things that Mort was able to enlighten us about was, the existence of such things and where he comes from.
Got it.
Yeah.
Staten Island.
Yeah. Staten Island. What a scary place to be.
Very scary. Truly.
So how many haunted houses or you guys have a bunch of different things going on, but is it like 3 haunted houses with like 5 vendors, or like what's it kind of look like? What's the ratio of things?
So basically, the event is kind of, structured in an open world format, but the haunted attractions are all connected in a linear fashion, and we had to do that for throughput. But every other aspect of the event is completely open world. You can go wherever you want to go, whenever, just so long as it's before close.
Right. Awesome. And then, okay, so if the general theme, like the whole park is the general theme around AI and retro horror.
Oh, AI is not the theme. It's more so, the meaning that
the driving force.
Yes, the driving force. Yes, but the themes kind of run the gamut of different retro pastiches, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Elaborate?
So,
yeah.
Basically, what you'd find at a typical haunted attraction, especially those of the 80s, 90s, even the 2000s, you're going to find here done in a maximalist kind of hyper stylized version.
Can you give us like a bit more of an example?
Well, probably the best example is the dark ride. Mort is constructing a dark ride right now. All sorts of spooky scenes. There's also a movie museum based off of Mort's various movie and cinematic exploits.
Cool.
What else do we got? We have Thrust Anarchy Alley, which is a maze that's based off the post-apocalyptic film Thrust, which came out by the amazing Vic Bonacore. So we're very happy to partner with them on that. And we have so many more mazes. It's just going to be insane. And all of them have their own different themes. Lots of animatronics that the AI controls. You name it, we got it. Plus, incredible scenic designs by our wonderful Chell.
Oh gosh, flatter me again.
Always.
One of the really interesting things about working with AI as well is that it doesn't have a pre-existing idea of what reality is supposed to be like. Right. It really just picks that up based on the interactions that it has with humans, but it's still not getting it quite right. Recently, there was that onset on the internet of very odd AI art generators that maybe wouldn't get the hands quite right, or little things like that. Because of that inherent disconnect from the reality that we are familiar with and are comfortable with, you get a lot of added eeriness, immersion in another world, that kind of uncanny valley factor that's really going to amp up the way that all of the attractions are stylized. It's going to be very strange. One of my favorite things about Vampy's series, Very Scary News, is that the way that the script is written, the style of the performances, and the art that's featured on there, there's something about it that's just a little bit off.
Yeah.
And you can really pick up on that if you're paying attention and if you kind of know where that comes from, i.e. Another dimension, not the human world in a way.
So how did you guys decide to start up the Very Scary News with Vampy Von Fangface? How did that come about?
That was mainly Mort's idea. When they were back in, I want to say, Chamber of Horrors, so we're talking probably 2014, 2015, Will and one of our other partners, Morty, started doing this kind of, horror news show type thing, and that's where we announced the Russ McKamey partnership, Night Gaunt, Night Gallery, all sorts of cool things we were doing with Chamber of Horrors New York at the time. And we let that rest for a couple of years after we shut down Chamber, but we wanted to bring that back because it was a great concept. We developed kind of a new format with the AI and everything, and then we reached out to Vampy, and she got involved with the company. So it's kind of a reboot, but it's its own beast as well, because now it's more of in the short form, highly TikTok-ized form, if we want to, put it like that. So and Vampy knocked it out of the park. I mean, a little bit of a hassle to deal with behind the scenes, but that's any talented person.
But I feel like divas have earned the right to be as challenging as they want behind the scenes.
Yeah,
especially Vampy. Every time I've worked with her, it seems she re-earns that right.
We gotta get her on the show sometime.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think you should. Yeah.
Okay.
See if she will be willing to come and talk to us.
Yeah.
I guess
that's about 20 people I have to call before that happens, but I will get back to you on an answer.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's a long chain of command to reach her.
I believe that. With her status, probably. Yeah, you gotta go like friend of a friend of a friend, the 6 degrees of separation of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
First, you have to talk to Kevin Bacon before you talk to her. Yeah.
The 6 bone-chilling, spine-tingling degrees of Vampy Bond Bang Face.
Yeah. Like the share of the haunt world.
Biography.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Okay. So what is one last thing that you guys want to say to guests coming out to your guys' haunt this year?
Be prepared for something totally different, something that's incredibly well-rounded, because it's scary, it's fun, it's funny, and there's just so much to do. I mean, we haven't even talked about all the stuff that we have going on. There's a lot we're holding back right now because we want to start releasing a lot of things as we get closer, but we're introducing some things to Long Island that have just simply never been done here. And I kind of credit that to both mine and Chell's, mutual experiences building some of the top level haunted houses all across the East Coast, the Midwest, pretty much the entire country. So with our minds combined, and Marty, and unfortunately Mort has some decent ideas, but I think we've been able to pull off something that's just really going to change Long Island. It's going to change the world, not just with this AI stuff. So we're all very excited. Things are about to get real fucking spooky around Long Island, and I can't wait.
Fucking love it.
Yeah, and do a couple tabs before you walk through the gates.
Okay.
All right. We are set.
Fuck yeah.
Noted.
Then that's less that we have to use on people. So good idea, Chell.
Yeah.
More for you guys at the end of the night.
There are supposedly trace amounts of LSD in the implants that we'll be giving all of our guests when they come through.
Yes, and people can get a free RFID chip, by the way, implanted in our gift shop. It comes with every ticket.
Amazing.
That's wild.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that was lovely, guys. Thank you guys both so much for coming and for bringing the
Mort,
the character that is Mort. I don't know if
we don't see the C word.
I don't know if I am like scared or nervous or turned on by Mort, but he was something, that's for sure.
So long, let me just say this, all right? People can say what they will about Mort, whatever, but so long as there are other men or other people in the room with you and Mort, you're fine.
Right. You always have to have that barrier of protection.
Oh yeah, no, trust me, I have been practicing keys in my hands, and I know how to break someone's nose real quick. I'm not scared to be in a room with Mort.
Yeah, Mort's
a little pussycat.
He's a little pussycat, even if mace and pepper spray don't affect him somehow.
That's fine.
Whoa.
That's just a regular Tuesday.
That's
for us.
just nothing.
Yeah.
There you go.
Told you I'm from Berta. That is the Texas of Canada, yo.
Bird up? What is this, Eric Andre? That was a niche reference.
Yeah, did not get that. That was like over the head.
Okay.
Is that something Leonard Kenny or whatever?
I don't know.
No.
Eric Andre has his own show. Yeah. It is absurdist humor. It's absurdist humor.
That's
amazing.
Yep. Sounds about right. All right. Well, if folks on the show wanted to find you, where can they find you? Social media links, et cetera, et cetera.
All right. So you can find Dark Knight at www.darknightli.com. That's got everything from tickets and links to everything else we're doing. You can also access very scary news and stream that on all of our social media platforms. We have links to that on the website as well. Facebook, we're on Facebook. Threads, we're on Threads. Snapchat, you name it. TikTok, and Instagram is at DarkKnightLI.
Hell yeah!
Fuck yeah! I've got to jump on that. I've got to jump on that Thread game because I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's okay.
It's okay.
That new thing we're trying out. The new thing that the kids are doing these days.
Yeah, it's the new fandangled thing. But I've been on it for a little bit, but it's all right.
All right. I'll check it out, but only because I'm going to go check out Dark Knight on Thread.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Well, thank you again, both. And I guess send our goodwill to Mr. Mort.
Or Badwill, whichever you prefer.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Send Will.
Sorry.
All right. Well,
thank you, Canadians.
Thank you, Americans. It was lovely chatting with you.